Good morning, Chairman Gray and members of the committees. We thank you for your leadership on the important issue of school safety. My name is Allison Gill, and I am a Public Policy Associate at GLSEN, the Gay, Lesbian, Straight Education Network. For 20 years, GLSEN has worked to ensure that each member of every school community is valued and respected, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity or expression. The passage of anti-bullying legislation like the bills presented here today is critical to ensure the safety and well-being of the district's students. The District of Columbia has been a pioneer on issues such as non-discrimination in schools, and yet is one of only a handful of jurisdictions in the country without an anti-bullying law. Bullying and harassment has become a serious public health crisis in our nation's schools. 65% of teens have been verbally or physically harassed or assaulted based on a characteristic that makes them different from their peers, like race, religion, or gender. 65% of junior high school teachers report that bullying and harassment is a serious problem at their school. Bullying and harassment has often increased adverse effects on marginalized students, including those who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. According to GLSEN's 2009 National School Climate Survey, nearly 9 out of 10 LGBT students experience verbal and physical harassment in school. 30% missed at least one day of school in the past month because they felt unsafe or uncomfortable. LGBT students who were frequently harassed or had grades on average half a grade lower than their peers and were less likely to want to pursue college. The district's 2009 Youth Risk Behavior Survey provides additional alarming statistics about the situation of LGBT youth in the District of Columbia. Nearly a third of LGBT middle and high school students in D.C. have attempted suicide. LGBT students are almost 6 times more likely to report missing 4 or more days of school in the past month compared to heterosexual students. Though these statistics reflect the experiences of LGBT students, consequences like absenteeism, lowered educational aspirations, and academic achievement, and poorer psychological well-being can affect all students who experience bullying and harassment. GLSEN's research demonstrates that a crucial part of addressing bullying and harassment in schools is through the adoption of enumerated anti-bullying policies, meaning policies that include a listing of characteristics that are commonly targeted for bullying and harassment. We applaud the sponsors of these bills for including this enumeration. These bills being considered today, B 770 and B 1057, each have important components that should be incorporated into any combined anti-bullying legislation. We believe that the Harassment and Intimidation Prevention Act, B 1057, provides a more comprehensive protections and therefore should be the basis for the combined bill. In addition, we recommend a number of provisions that should be included in a combined anti-bullying bill moving forward. First, B 1057 should require individual DC public schools and charter schools to pass anti-bullying harassment policies consistent with the Act. I'm sorry, I have a few more lines. Should I finish? Or?
Yeah, if you could just summarize for us, we'd appreciate it.
Of course. Well, I make a number of recommendations that are available in the testimony. And I just wanted to thank you for putting forward these bills, and I'm available for if you have any questions. Thank you
very much.
Chairperson and members of the committee, my name is David Aponte from the Gay, Lesbian, and Straight Education Network. I am here as a straight ally of GLSEN, but more importantly, a student in this area. I thank you for allowing me the time to speak today. This is a very important issue to me, and it means a great deal that our elected officials are taking notice. Many people ask me, being a straight individual, why I am such a strong advocate of gay rights. The answer to me is simple. I do not want to see anyone suffer, for any reason, the way I did. As a Jewish student in elementary school, I was verbally harassed on a regular basis for numerous reasons. In addition to being Jewish, I was taunted because I was short and too intelligent. I would go home each day believing I was nothing. I was bullied to the point where I wanted to end my own life. By the time I reached high school, I had attempted suicide 3 times. I had completely lost my self-esteem, my joy of living, and my trust for others. There are mental pictures of being harassed that still haunt me to this day. Recently, all of us have seen an increased amount of highly publicized suicides in the country. The county that I live in, Prince William County, saw the death of 3 students tied to one local high school. These students did not identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender, but they did have a reason to end their own lives. Many people think that these enumerated anti-bullying policies are attempting to advance the gay agenda, but people forget that students are picked on for a variety of reasons. This is not a gay issue, a black or white issue, or a Jewish issue. It is a human issue. No student should be bullied for characteristics they cannot change. Many people do not understand what it's like to be a depressed or suicidal teen. Many people do not see the daily struggle to live, but I have. So have millions of students in this country. This needs to stop. Students need to stop questioning their existence at the end of the day. While administrators and teachers spend countless hours encouraging their students to do their best academically, many may not realize what is going on in a student's mind. As a depressed student, the bullying I was going through took a large toll on my academic performance. I'm not here to depress anyone or to ask you to feel bad for me. Thankfully, I was able to make it out of depression. With the help of my family and several organizations that literally kept me alive, I am able to ask for your support in stopping this tragedy. The Harassment and Intimidation Prevention Act of 2010 would provide students with the peace of mind they need to succeed in school and succeed in the future. According to GLSEN's 2009 National School Climate Survey, students' academic performance dramatically increases in school districts that have enumerated anti-bullying policies. This bill does just that. By naming each group of protected students, the bill leaves no room for bullying to be tolerated. The bill also calls for a clear plan of discipline for students who bully others. This part of the bill is particularly effective. When I was being bullied, I went to my guidance counselor and was told that it was my fault for being too forward about my religion. I left my counselor's office believing that not a single person could understand my pain or help me. By laying out a clear plan of action for school faculty and administration, no student would have to feel this way. So again, I thank you and ask for your support of this bill. Thank you for allowing me the time to speak today.